Made some remarkable discoveries tonight. So, to start, I'm going to start with a theory that I think seems too obvious. So at the very base atomic level, you have, let's start with let's just use the simplest element as our example, hydrogen, which has any number of neutrons. I didn't really look into that much. 1 proton and up to 2 electrons. It is known that a proton, and these are the smallest things in existence, including photons. Those are the 4 smallest things in existence: protons, electrons, neutrons, and photons that we know of. But protons and neutrons are known to be made up of protons being made of 2 up quarks and 1 down quark, where a neutron is made of 2 down quarks and 1 up quark. I think it's then an obvious association that electrons are probably made of 3 down quarks and photons are made of 3 up quarks that are just slightly less observable for being in total alignment. They take on a totally different property. For one, much faster of some kind, possibly. So I think that's a little too obvious. I want to know why Google doesn't just say that. I also want to point out that as I'm thinking about this, that adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, the 4 components of DNA, there's 4 there. That's an interesting alignment. And getting to an interesting note, just going to correlate this absolute science to magic. In fact, the 5 colors of magic, the 5 base colors of magic, and what I think they are. I think we're going to start with the beginning, right? The beginning and the end, the green. I think that's element 0. The absolutely nothing element. Its nature at its basic, at its most basic state. Which is most easily channeled through the body, which can then, since it has no property, but it is somehow a material substance, it is the most mentally malleable thing that exists. Therefore, the most powerful thing at your fingertips. I feel like I had more going on to this, but yeah, this is element 0, and the cycles that it goes through is what I think green represents. And this is where it gets kind of interesting, in my opinion, because now we're going to go ahead and associate the 4 states of quark matter, quarked particles, 3 up quarks, photons, spirit, and white mana, all correlated. Blue, electrons, mind, thought, and communication. Neutrons, black, for having 1 defeated quark, 1 defeated up quark amongst 2 down quarks. And I believe that is 1/2 of entropy. Entropy being the ones that have a distinction. You have 2 up quarks exceeding a down quark for victory amongst entropy. And for 2 down with 1 up, you have dominance amongst entropy. As well, I think this would be the sparking point, since photons, I think, could only be spirit, considering we're not made of photons in any symbolic way. I would have to associate mountain with soul on the mind, soul, body, spirit perspective. And I'm still trying to designate exactly what the hell I would call swamp. Or black mana. I'm still trying to figure that out, what neutrons here would be. As for the complete hydrogen atom, that is the base material to all matter is essentially made out of hydrogen bonded to hydrogen in different ways. So I'm going to call the Dominion, the all color, the hydrogen cell. We're going to call that our Hydrobots. And we're going to instruct the Hydrobots to attempt on replicator tech training, trying to self-replicate themselves as well, on how to craft or artifice, so to speak, robots for every job our world, our society has to offer. And then once I get myself an income going on, I'm going to start renting these things out effectively for free. We're going to charge a commission, and we're going to request bug reports and such. But there's really going to be no obligation. Like, you know, the commission implies we're not getting paid until you're getting paid for these things doing a job in your name. If I pull this off, yo, we are all sitting pretty.